Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We do a brand new video almost every single day. And if you enjoy this video, please do hit that thumbs up button. It really does go a long way. And if you are looking to find me outside of YouTube, you can do that on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Fomer Simpson. Bam. Formalities out of the way. Buckets, you have anything to say before we jump in?
No.
Drum roll?
No.
Countdown?
Nothing, dude.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. The Air Jordan 6 Quai 54. These are set to release July 18th and retail is $200. So just a few days away. This gives you a chance to get an early look at them if you are on the fence or considering snagging a pair, because that's where I was at with them before I got them in hand. Shouts to our friends over at Kicks Are For Us for tossing us this pair a few days early so we can really dive into them and check them out. I'll tell you right off the bat, the quality on these is way better than I was expecting. I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but these are a lot better. Buckets, would you agree?
I would.
It's a really soft and supple leather. I feel like a lot of times with the Jordan 6, we get that thinner, stiffer kind of leather, or a lot of times it's also like a suede or a nubuck as well. And even though this has the Quai 54 name, I've seen very little hype or buzz around this colorway, at least as of now. And in hand, I know this is kind of like the cliche thing to say on YouTube, like in hand, they're so much better. But in hand, these really are a lot better. And I know a lot of you can relate. Sometimes you see pictures, they look awesome. And then in hand, it's just kind of like, meow, not so good. And sometimes it's the other way around. The pictures are like, I don't know if I'm all the way in on those. And then in hand, they just kind of blow you away. So I'm not saying that this is the best Jordan release of the year, but I am saying they are very, very good. And initially, when I actually first saw pictures, I thought it was actually an N7 sneaker, which is a campaign that supports and promotes sports in Native American and Aboriginal communities. Really dope initiative, and I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar, and you may remember the Jordan 8 N7 that we reviewed last year, a very dope sneaker, and these kind of have that similar vibe, you know, with the pattern on the side. They just kind of have a similar vibe to me. These do, however, have nothing to do with the N7 initiative. Instead, this is the annual Jordan Quai 54 release. We've seen many at this point. Quai 54 is a street ball tournament in Paris that they play every summer under the Eiffel Tower. It's a really cool court. There's a huge crowd. It's really, really dope. I've never been there personally, but it looks really dope is what I should say. And this may be the first summer in a while that they don't have it, unfortunately, because of everything that's going on with COVID. So the tournament may not happen, but Jordan Brand is still releasing this sneaker. So the sneakers are still happening. And I just love the colors with the sail, the gold, the brown. You still got the classic red hits on the lace lock and the heel tab. Quai 54 logo on the front and back, embroidered in, which is a nice touch. And this really cool pattern that I was talking about, it's like a rough and rugged canvas type material. Sail laces, sail midsole, and the light gum bottoms. You know, I think that's the one thing that I might change. And if you know me, you know I love gum bottoms, but I think I'd prefer it if it was a little bit of a darker gum bottom. You know, you can see you have the peanut butter here on the outsole, and then it's almost such a light gum that it looks yellowed or aged. It's not a bad look, and I'm nitpicking here, but if I could change one thing, I think I would go with more of a traditional classic gum bottom. That's all I'm saying. I think the 6 is such a good sneaker in general. We don't see nearly as many 6s release as some of the other Jordan models lately, like the Jordan 1, for example, that we see a ton of. And so I think that's maybe why I'm a little more excited about these than I might be otherwise. I am also a big fan of the classic OG colorways, especially on a sneaker like the Jordan 6. It's so iconic. Jordan did so much in them, so many great moments. He won his first championship in the Jordan 6. That classic black infrared colorway. I didn't watch him win that championship or anything, but still, the fact that he did that in the sneaker, I think it kind of solidifies or puts them in a different realm. Buckets, do you agree with that? Do you think the sneakers that he kind of had he's had a lot of moments, we know that, but that he had like his major milestone iconic moments, do you think that kind of elevates the sneakers to another level?
I mean, yeah, kind of, but like no one really likes the 8, and he won a championship in the 8.
That's true. That's a good point. There's something about the 6 that has a really, for me anyway, that I love those classic colorways. And a lot of times I'll shy away from kind of the new age stuff, but I really, really dig these. I dig the way they executed them with that more modern and more casual feel, and especially with the quality that I talked about. I think it adds that premium vibe and adds a little bit more casualness to it just with kind of the whole thing. I hope I'm making sense. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give these an 8. You know, I might give these like an 8.4, man. I really do like them a lot. Buckets, on a scale of A to who's got the freaking gabagool? That's the scale. What are you giving these?
I had no idea how to answer that.
Scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving them?
Like a 7, probably.
Okay, so that's high for you. Am I crazy giving these? Like, I almost want to give them an 8.5.
I mean, I don't know. I give him a 7.
Okay, so Buckets is, he's a firm 7 with it. He's a solid 7 with it. I'm a soft 8.5. I think they're really, really good. Quai 54 is a name that has gotten a lot of buzz and hype. I mean, there have been like friends and family pairs and pairs that have been really, really hyped up. These don't seem to be generating much buzz as of right now. So I know there are going to be people who say I'm crazy for giving these an 8.5. Those are a 2, those are a 3. I get it. Different strokes for different folks. Let us know how you do feel about these. How do you feel about this colorway? How do you feel about the Jordan brand and Quai 54 collaborations in general? And where do you think this colorway stacks up? Are you going to buy a pair, or is there another Jordan sneaker that you're looking forward to? Leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow. Mañana. Same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. Buckets, give us some words of wisdom before we get out of here.
No.
Adios.